What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all of the news after week 1 of the preseason of our Oakland Raiders franchise. The Raiders blew a huge lead against the Minnesota Vikings, giving up 15 points in the fourth quarter to pick up the loss in their first preseason game. A little bit disheartening. You know, we jumped off to a really quick start. I was excited. I thought we were going to do pretty well. And unfortunately, the team kind of crumbled later on in the game. However, our starters played well. That's important. I did like to see that. But there's a lot of changes we need to make with this team, you know. And it starts today, ladies and gentlemen. So before we get into all that, new game prep. Now, previous to that last game that we just played, I did this off camera. And I wanted to do it on camera, but I really wasn't sure what it was going to entail. And so that was my own fault because I thought I was going to play something and the intro video went really long. So, but I did find out that, one, it doesn't take long at all to do all this. And secondly, I can still show you the history of what I did. So I pretty much took all the linebackers and put them in some linebacker drills or whatever to get them experience. Now, I did all of this for Khalil Mack, obviously, who gained the most experience out of all of them. I'm actually kind of excited about more as well. But yeah, that worked out great. You know, I did not spread the love around to other positions, and unfortunately some of the older players were involved with that. So that was my own fault. That was a rookie mistake, but, you know, we're going to continue to, you know, develop our younger players, and we have some more points to spend, so let's go ahead and do this now, guys. What I'm thinking right off the bat, earn XP, that's what I want to do, is working more on Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack is going to be the face of this team, and I definitely need him to get as much experience as possible. So yeah, there we go with Khalil Mack, and he just gained a ton of experience. I like that a lot. 769 points, and that's definitely going to help me out moving forward. Let's go back to the development screen. Now, I haven't done any of the in-game drills yet. Now, we will probably do that in another week or two. Right now, I'm just going to focus on this XP because I still have to make roster changes. Promising wide receiver. We're going to go develop promising cornerback here. There's two players I want to focus on, DJ Hayden and Keith McGill. Or not, is it Keith McGill? I think it's Keith McGill. I might have that wrong, though. But K. McGill. 6'3", I like that size that he has, and I'm really kind of hoping he can develop into a pretty good player for me. So we're going to go with that, and DJ Hayden start activity, and let's see what they give us. Neither of which have a high development trait, which is not good. That's something I'm going to have to keep an eye on because I'll have to remember all this because I don't want to waste points trying to develop somebody who's really not going to pick things up all too well. So, you know, we made the mistake there, but now we know in the future. Again, earn XP, let's see. Develop promising quarterback. Obviously, we're going to go with Derek Carr here. He really struggled the first week of the preseason and kind of gave the game away, unfortunately. I mean, he wasn't really getting a whole lot of time in the pocket, and his interception was actually tipped by the wide receiver. So I don't really want to blame him too much for that. Oh, wow. You can look at the development trait on the right-hand side, so I know beforehand. I didn't see that. I'm sure y'all were yelling at your computers, but my bad. I know now. But yeah, let's go with Derek Carr here. See if we can get him some points. And 916. That is beautiful. I like to see that a lot. That's really good. Okay, cool. And again, we only have 1 point left. We're not going to be able to do anything with 1 point, I don't believe. Oh wait, here we go. Whole team scrimmage. Alright, now I don't know if it works like I'd like it to. I'm pretty sure it's only going to do 1 player. So let's find out. I'm going to do this. It says whole team, but yeah, see, it's only, oh, I can, yeah, select 1 player for them to work on. And we're going to go with more here. Alright, yeah, he didn't really get much from that. Alright, well now we know. So that will be that. Now, let's move forward a little bit and see which players were cut. Again, we're going to be starting to make the roster changes now. Now, I have to cut 1 player before the next game, but I'm probably going to pick a few players up. And we are going to go see. All right, yeah, let's get into this a little bit here. Finances, concessions. Well, I think we have a home game here. Decent value. See, now everything's at a decent value. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's just up the price of everything a little bit. Not much, just a little bit. We'll start off with $1 each, and as time goes on, we will kind of see how it all plays out. Super Bowl yeah, here we go. We'll go up $5 on that. The home jersey will go up $10. And the sweatshirt, we will go up $5. And we'll kind of see how all that plays out. I don't know. I'm not going to like just make drastic changes right off the bat. We'll just kind of have to slowly change it around as time goes. So, transactions. What I'm going to do now is scroll through all the players that were released. I'm going to do it fairly quickly. Just kind of seeing if there are any names that stand out to me. Chris Hogan, I don't think I want to sign him, but I'm pretty sure he's 24 or he's 7'11", if I'm not mistaken, from the Hard Knocks series. Marvin Austin, the player I'm going to look into signing. I've had him in series before. I do like him a lot, so that's somebody to keep an eye on. Going down the list here, Chris Owusu has been released from the Buccaneers. If you followed my Jaguar series, you know how big of a player he was for me in that. Probably the best offensive player I had, so I'm definitely going to sign him and give him a shot. This is a new game, though, so he might not be as good in this. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Sky Dawson here. Down the list, let's see if we... Oh, DeAnthony Thomas. I know I have a subscriber that loves him some DeAnthony Thomas. He's always telling me to sign him, so I'm okay with signing him. We can give him a shot. I don't know that he's going to make the team or anything, but, you know, I'm definitely down to give him a go and see what he can do. Down the list a little bit, let's see, Chris Rainey there. Do we see anybody else worth signing? Casey Matthews might be worth looking into. Again, Nick Moody, another player like worth at least checking out. Again, I'm not saying all these guys are going to make the team, but I wouldn't mind signing them and throwing them into a game or two and just kind of see what they could do. As we go down the list, Daryl Richardson, anybody else that really stands out? I'm kind of going a little bit quicker. I don't see anybody. Tommy Kelly. Wow, all right. Nothing standing out too much. Ryan Clark, wow, that's a pretty big name. But honestly, a lot of the bigger names are going to be released after a few more weeks. You know, right now they're just making all the basic cuts that we all kind of expect. But again, give it some time, and there are going to be some bigger names released, and we are going to have to be ready to jump on those players because we need to improve this team. Now you can kind of see some of the signings around the league. That's interesting. Anything that stands out a whole lot here? Boy, Texans signing a bunch of people over here. Anybody else? And we are actually into week 1 now. There probably weren't a whole lot of cuts. Oh, Brandon Flowers was signed by the Ravens. I was thinking about signing him. I decided against it, but I feel like I probably should have. Oh well, made that mistake. And the Bills traded Bradham to the Giants. I like Bradham a lot. And the Giants the Bills in return got a 3rd round draft pick. All right. A few more trades going on here. And let's see. Oh, I didn't say this in the intro video. I'm not going to make a trade unless the computer trades the player for me. Just kind of the way I do things. I want to kind of keep it a little bit more realistic and not trade my entire roster to revamp it. Now, if there's a player I want on the trading block, I will select that player and let the computer delegate it, which can be kind of risky, but you know, it's part of the fun, I feel like. So, something to keep an eye on. LaMichael James has been released. Okay, so that's somebody I'm going to need to take a look at. And let's see, go down the list a little bit more here. And that would be it. Okay, cool. So let's go sign a few of these players here. But yeah, and so on and so forth. I'll put players on the trade block too, and then I'll accept an offer if it's offered to me. But I'm not going to go through and manually offer a whole bunch of trades trying to find something like that. So yeah, anyway, alright, so first things first, let's check out LaMichael James, see where he's at, and he's a little bit down this list here. He's a 70. Alright, I'm going to sign him. That doesn't mean I'm going to keep him. Oh, I have to release. Okay, so I really have to go release all these players first. That does not mean I'm going to keep him. It just means I'm going to give him a shot. We'll see what he can do in some preseason games. He might not fit this team. And if he doesn't, you know, back to free agency he goes, unfortunately. So, let's go back over here. Schaub and, yeah. Yeah, we're going to release Stewart. Best of luck, sir. Alright, so right now we're at an even spot of where we need to be. And I will just start releasing a few players here to gain a few extra spots to sign somebody. Holmes had a big drop. Actually, Holmes is the one that tipped the pass up in the air that was intercepted. So, I don't know. He's not on my good list right now. Release Jenkins here. Alright, and I just need to release a few more players before we move forward. And, man, it's tough finding somebody to release. Okay, here we go. And do I want to release McGee? He's kind of young. So, I'm going to hold on to him and see how he does in preseason. If he doesn't impress me, though, he might be on his way out. And man, DJ Hayden making that money over there. I don't know about that. Well, we have Wood or Woodson, but I don't know. All right, so we'll do this for now. We'll do that for now, and let's see who we can sign. So I need to get the players that I want most first, which obviously Chris Owusu is going to be first on the list. So let's go down here, find Owusu, and where is he? Oh, was he already signed? Oh, he was already signed. Really? Unless he's way down here, but that, oh my gosh, he is a 58 overall. Oh, but he's Chris Owusu, man. He killed it for us in my Jaguars series, so we got to give him a shot. We have to. And maybe he won't make the team, but he at least deserves to have a shot. So, middle linebacker. Whoop. All right. Let's see. Larry Graham. All right. Well, should I? Let's see. There's Nick Moody's way down here. Well, maybe not actually. Maybe not. Oh yeah, Austin. Let's see, where is he at? Down the whoop. There he is. 61, man. All these players that were like stars for me in previous series are all struggling now. We will give Matthews a shot. Alright. And if I have another roster spot, we're going to give LaMichael James a shot as well. And that will be it for that. Do I? Nope, I don't. Alright. We'll have to wait, because we're still going to be making some cuts, guys. I mean, we're not done yet. We have to get this roster down to 53. Right now, we are only at 65, so we're going to have 12 more players that we're going to need to release. And even then, other teams are going to be releasing players that we're going to want to sign. So we're going to have to make some tough decisions coming forward here. Is there anything else I wanted to go over today? I feel like there is, but I can't really think of it right now. That should be it for this episode. It definitely ran a lot longer than I was anticipating. But I will see you guys in week number 2 as we take on the Lions. I'm going to try to post these up as quickly as possible to get things going, guys. So if you are leaving comments, I'm reading them all. I might not be able to make the change until the video is actually up. But, you know, if you guys see some players you think I should go after, let me know. Oh, I know one more thing I wanted to do. Okay, I almost forgot. But if you see players you think I should go after, don't be afraid. Let me know. You know, leave some comments. Again, I really want to work with y'all in terms of making this the best series that we can. Yeah, we're going to add you to the trade block. Doesn't mean I'm going to trade them. I just kind of want to put the feelers out there, see if there's anybody interested. And I might even, let's see. Justin Tuck is up there in age, and he's still a good player. So, you know, if we can get him to a veteran team, you know, we might be able to get something back that can help us in the future. So, and we will put Brown on the trade block, and that'll be at the start. And the last thing, again, I knew I was forgetting some things, but is the sliders. We will change things a little bit with that. We really didn't get a whole lot of a feel in terms of what to expect. However, I will say that the coverage was just absolutely horrible both ways, and I don't know what this is going to do. I'm just going to do this, guys. I mean, we're going to change all of this around. This is not set by any means. I'm just trying to slowly feel my way around the sliders, and then we'll settle into something soon enough. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in week number 2 of the preseason as we take on the Detroit Lions. Later, guys.